This is Bruce Buffer, and this is the moment you've all been waiting for. It's time for the MMA Holes!
No way.
From the I Never Know studios of Arizona, Wonderboy is back. Kevin Holland, did he blow it? RDA not going anywhere. The full Orlando recap. UFC 282 Fight Week. Let's go at the MMA Holes.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Welcome to the MMA Holes Live. We're here. We're wonderful, wonderful. How you doing, Kayla Harrison? It's getting cold out there. Hope everyone's doing well tonight on the MMA Holes Hour. The reason why we're later tonight, usually we do the late shows after a pay-per-view, but this fight night felt like a pay-per-view. So I was like, you know what? Let's hang with the boys.
Hanging with the boys.
A little later as Stephen Thompson gets the job done on Kevin Holland. Lots to talk about in the main event of UFC Orlando. You see Tai Tuivasa all lumped up over there. So many stories to get to. So we're going to talk about the entire card. We'll talk about a little UFC 282. We'll talk about McGregor, TJ Dillashaw retiring. That's actually the truth. And I was wondering if you actually knew what TJ Dillashaw's real name was. That's why I dropped this on the community post, to screw around with all you fools. But yeah, if you're just jumping in, TJ Dillashaw did retire. He is he hung it up. His name, pull it up over here. His name is Tyler Dillashaw. Tyler Jeffrey Dillashaw, excuse me. Tyler Jeffrey Dillashaw. And yes, he has said no more. And all I could do is wonder, and I'm sure a lot of people are wondering this. You know, they said that the doctor said this is going to be a pretty grueling surgery, and then he might need another one for his shoulder. And if you don't know, when he went into the Aljo fight, he was hurt. His shoulder's pretty messed up. That was weird. I had made a snake sound as I was like stuttering through my statements. No pun intended. But does that even make sense? No, it doesn't. But yeah, so TJ Dillashaw says no more. I'm not going to do this because he needs apparently maybe 2 surgeries. Hopefully just one, but maybe 2. And knowing that Conor McGregor took off and had a pretty major surgery and then bulked up, you can't help but think that TJ Dillashaw is going to do the same thing. He went on ARIEL. He went on all these shows and said, well, just ARIEL that I heard, but anything that I've heard from TJ, that he is definitely coming back. And how do you go from definitely coming back, unless those doctors were like, hey, man, you can't. But how do you go from I don't care how old I am, I'm not done, to saying, now I retire? You would have to think that he's going to inject himself and just get juiced up. And I got to say this, why not? You know, the people out there that are complaining about steroid use, I mean, it's there. People are using it. You know, I mean, some people are finding ways to beat the system. It's just part of sports. You know, there's loopholes. Athletes, doctors, trainers, everything, supplements get better. They keep on finding ways to get an edge. And Conor McGregor found the edge. My man ballooned up And he says he's coming back. He's all yoked. You got him all roid head. You had TJ already messing around with whatever, the EPO stuff. Very, very good possibility TJ's doing that as well. I was going to make this a stream about TJ Dillashaw, but let me get you quick thoughts, and then we will roll into UFC Orlando. How you doing, chat? How you doing? 100% Kendall. Bonjour, Manami? I guessing the doctor told him some bad news. Biddy the doctor told Tyler he has AIDS. Oh la la to you joints. The new camera reminds me of the movie Scanner Darkly. A Scanner Darkly. I don't think I've seen that one. Is it a horror movie? If it is, then I've probably seen it. But if it's not, I don't know. Scanner Darkly. McGregor found the loophole. Dr. Boss Bro, we good. What's up, Moss? How you doing, Dustin? How you doing? Okay. Warming up in the chat. Make sure you hit the like button. All right. So I don't really have much more to say about TJ Dillashaw. As the stream progresses, and if anyone has any thoughts on that, feel free to speak your mind. But we have so much to talk about with UFC Orlando.
Super chat.
And 282. LL coming in.
MMA-Holes rock. Dylan no show done.
Dylan no show done. Thank you for the wonderful donation. Appreciate that. That is absolutely wonderful. Thank you. All right. So, the card that happened on Saturday. Now, let me know in the chat, yes or no, do you think that this thing felt like a pay-per-view? We said it on the lead-up, and I understand it didn't have the title fight, and Stephen Thompson, he's old. Kevin Holland, is he really that great? I mean, he's good, but is he really that great? Now, a lot of people on the interwebs were saying that, oh, Stephen got lucky, Kevin broke his hand, Kevin fought dumb. Some of those things I agree with. But it's probably why I picked Stephen Thompson. When you think about fight IQ, you look at Kevin Holland, and then you look at Stephen Thompson. Who's got the fight IQ? Who is the more intelligent fighter? It's clearly Stephen Thompson. Before this fight, it was Stephen Thompson. He's got way more experience. People were like, he's going to get knocked out. He was knocked out once in his entire combat sports career. And let's be honest, a little lucky. Showtime Pettis bouncing off the fence and caught him, clipped him. But other than that, Stephen Thompson's not the type of guy that does get knocked out. So, a lot of the theories out there were kind of ridiculous. And the reason why people were picking Holland, kind of ridiculous. The reason why Kevin Holland was a favorite in this fight, kind of ridiculous. And we said it on the lead up. It was the easiest bet ever. There are fights where I don't need Friday. I don't need Thursday. I don't need the weigh-ins. I don't need the weight cut, whatever. I don't need to see any of that stuff. I saw the matchup. I saw Stephen Thompson at a plus. I'm like, okay, a little silly. Now, I thought it was going to go a decision, and it very well could have if Holland didn't get hurt. It could have went decision. But Stephen Thompson finishes him. The corner says, don't get off the stool. So I want to get your thoughts on this. Stephen Thompson. Because people are pretending like now they know of Stephen Thompson. Like, people were like, wow, I didn't realize how good he was. It's like, bro, like, he is good. You just throw a nasty grappler against him.
Wonderful.
Not so much.
Ty failed me. Can't ever bet for him versus top contenders, and damn it, Brian, you hailed as a legend killer but got curve stomped bad. Is this night Joe because it was PPV and level? Does that mean phone?
Maybe. We'll see. We shall see if there's phone. We're not doing Save the Show, but if donations are nice, we'll open up the phone lines. Thank you so much, Sonosi. Appreciate that. So, speaking of Brian Barberena, it's pretty funny. He was going back and forth with Randy Brown. Randy Brown finished Barberena, and it was actually a pretty funny... Hold on. So, Randy's been throwing his name in the hat for Robbie Lawler falling off the card. Robbie's not, by the way, if you didn't know this, Robbie Lawler's not fighting 282. Bummer. But Ponzinibbio needs a new opponent. A lot of people have been throwing their names in a hat. It looks like Ponzi's going to stay on the card because everyone and their mother is saying they want to fight him. Okay. So here's the post on Twitter. And if you didn't know, yeah, they did fight these two. Randy Brown said, so basically Barberena said, took no damage on Saturday. Let me step in for Lawler. I know this is a fight Pons wants to. Let's fucking go. Now, credit to Brian Barberena for always being a badass, but he did get worked by RDA. Like, it was pretty bad. So to just say, okay, right, fight Ponzinibbio now, it just doesn't make sense for Ponzi, to be honest. Like, it's just ridiculous. And even Randy Brown, if you think about it, I don't even think Randy's ranked. So I think, that might even make no sense either. But at least Randy's not coming off of a fight that he got owned a week before. So Randy Brown responds, ignore my son. Sorry about that. Oh, my God. I was like, oh, here we go. So Barberena says, with a little smirky face, he goes, whoops, hold on a second. He goes, we can go again after I fight Pons, with a thumbs up. Now, okay, cool dude. We can go again after I fight Pons. He's down for the rematch, of course, because he lost the last one. And then Randy Brown responds, respectfully, I'd feel horrible doing that again. Okay. So, yeah, Randy Brown doesn't want to murder him again, I guess. I guess he doesn't want that to happen. So everyone is trying to get in on the sweepstakes to fight Ponzinibbio on UFC 282. I hope they do find someone. I think they will. The way people are throwing their names in the hat, I would imagine someone's going to pop up and maybe a better fight than the Lawler fight. Because let's be honest, Ponzinibbio was going to win that. Ponzi was beating Lawler. Wonderboy's style is perfect for a long career. He fights smart and has a strange distance control, almost alien. Yeah, it was kind of cool, man. Like, all right, I was going to go from bottom and then work my way up to the top. You know what? I'm going to do that. Hold those thoughts. I'm going to do that. I'm going to save the meat of the card for later. I'm going to blast through this thing. There's 14 fights on this thing. Let me blast through it, okay? Laura's going to get killed. Yeah, I mean, I would imagine that Ponzi was going to just run over Robbie. Like, it was kind of a matchup that was just like, All right, here, let's roll through this here. So, UFC Orlando. By the way, what is your score for UFC Orlando? I gave it a 7.8 the night of. I'm still with it. I think it was a solid, strong-ass card. And it ended with a firefight. Some say fight of the year. I don't say fight of the year. I think Glover versus Yuri, still fight of the year. But some people are throwing this in there, and it was a very good fight. Solid fight. Okay, so Uruguay gets the pound and pound. The pound and pound on Nunes. Young, Mexican, undefeated. Love it. I'll be keeping an eye on Yasmin, Uruguay. Francis Marshall. I put this kid on my prospect list. Actually, I could have put Yasmin on there too. To start up the card, two undefeated young kids that looked absolutely great. So Yasmin is how old? She is, or maybe it's pronounced Jasmine. But yeah, she's only 23 years old. She is just fun. Just fun, this girl. So I'm looking forward to watching her fight again. And then we got a knockout over here in the second round. Francis Marshall. He is only 23 as well. Boy, oh boy. So we're seeing a lot of this with the UFC. We're seeing undefeated young talent coming in. That looks pretty good. But the UFC's doing a great job putting them up against guys or gals that they should beat. So we'll see how this works out. Cheap labor looking nice. They're dressing it up, and I'm feeling prospects could pay off. Nathan Levy gets a unanimous decision over Genaro Valdez, and boy, oh boy, Valdez just can't catch a break. He just can't. But yeah, it is what it is. He loses, and Levy gets on the mic and calls out Kanye West. He says, "Leave the Jews alone."
Wonderful, wonderful.
Not gonna lie, I prefer this time slot for Monday shows. Also Eric Anders 35, Angela Hill 37, Dos Anjos 38, Stephen Thompson 39, Clay the Carpenter 40. What's up with these older cats dominating in the UFC? It's like they stole Glover's power or some.
I mean, it's pretty wild because you know the UFC wants the young kids to win. You know the UFC wants that. That's what they want. They want the young kids to get it done. Who else is lagging? Am I lagging? Let me see. I'll check it out. I don't know. You're the only one complaining about it, but let me know in the chat. If it is lagging, you might have to drop the stream quality. But let's see. Let me know in the chat. If it is lagging, you might have to drop the stream quality. But let's see. It seems all right. Okay. Seems okay from what I've seen. All right. Yeah. If it is lagging on your end, we're trying to pump out the high quality. So I don't know. You might have to throw it down to a 720 or a 160 if that even is available. But yeah, the older guys, yeah, Anders, Angela Hill, Dos Anjos, Stephen Thompson, Clay Guida. I gotta say, not surprised by Michael Johnson. I didn't think he was gonna win, but I'm not surprised. Guy's a fucking animal. He's still an animal. Is he a champion? No. Is he a gatekeeper? No. But he's a damn good striker. And he's got good takedown defense. So I'm not surprised. And DeCasey has disappointed us before. Not too surprised. But when it comes to like the Clay Guida fight, actually, I'm not really that surprised either with that one. I didn't pick Clay, but I went back and forth on that one, so I'm not too surprised. I'm trying to think which one did. I bet on Angela Hill, so I'm not surprised by that one. Dos Anjos I picked. Eric Anders, you know what? Probably out of the bunch, Eric Anders stands out the most. Eric looked great. He looked possessed on top of Daukaus looking horrific. Like, Daukaus looked incredibly bad, and Anders looked like the best he's ever looked. That one there might be the most shocking to me. We'll get to that in a sec. All right, so Levy calls out Kanye. Jonathan Pierce takes out Elkins. By the way, they could have been stopped, multiple times. But Elkins he's damaged. He likes to get hurt, and he likes to show the blood on his face. So, not shocked with that one. Jonathan Pierce gets the dub. Here's the Michael Johnson fight, and man, oh man, like you got to give MJ credit. He came in there with a chip on his shoulder. He was not going to let this young kid wrestle him. When it comes to the takedowns, hold on, let me pull up the statisticals here. But man, there's so much to talk about on this card. It's not nuts, man. We'll probably be bouncing back and forth after I get through it. But it is crazy, the stuff that happened. How many people saw the fight card this Saturday? Drop a uno in the chat if you actually saw it live on Saturday night, because boy, oh boy, that was... we didn't have to pay for a pay-per-view. If you had ESPN Plus, but boom, you're good. Let's see. So, yeah, DeCasey was 0 for 6 on takedowns. Michael Johnson was actually 0 for 3 as well, so no one got a takedown there. DeCasey's very exciting with his striking, but I said it during the stream, he's a very frustrating guy to watch because he's got all the skills in the world, but his flashiness, if it doesn't connect, if he doesn't land with it, it means absolutely nothing. He did these somersault things. He bounced off the cage. He did all these crazy flips and twirls and all this shit. And you don't land it, it doesn't matter. It doesn't freaking matter. So DeCasey did not. And even if he did, it wasn't significant enough to do anything to crazy eyes. Only landed 55 strikes. When your takedowns that have been your bread and butter in your last 2 fights, and they get stuffed all 6 times, you're going to lose. And Michael Johnson's game plan prevailed, and good job. Good job on MJ. Bro Plata saw it, and that was it. He's the only one that saw it live. Carl saw it. Lil Seal saw it. Only 3 people saw it live out of 105 people. What the fuck, son? Don't say! The high score, King, with the 25. High score, King, yeah. High score, King, High score, King, High score, King, Studio name, sunglasses, speech impediment. Well, that's kind of adorable. High score kicks and no say. 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 Let's go, Sanosi.
I want phone calls tonight clearly. Also, I'm dying with Chris Curtis level of petty about Jack on Twitter over that crazy Jack finish. He compliments Strickland so much. Also, best fight night this year, 8.
Fight night was great. I was trying to think, was this the best fight night? We have recency bias. And thank you, Sanosi, for the $25 donation. Let's go, champ. Let's go. Thank you very much. Very generous of you. Appreciate that. If you want to drop a dono, Streamlabs link in the description down below. You can play all those weird songs, or you can hit the super chat. I actually reached out to Chris today. Told him I dropped money on him, and I asked him if he was going to calf slice Buckley, and his exact words were, I don't want to misquote. His exact words were, LOL, never. So no calf slicer. So if you're going to try to bet on the calf slicer with Chris Curtis, no. Don't do that. He's not going for it like DeLeeds. But, yeah, good win for DeLeeds. Let's talk about these fights over here. Let's catch up. So he spoke about a little Michael Johnson. Heard Sanosi didn't learn to speak. Let's see. Tell you it was 15. That's why. Oh, maybe. I don't know. Could be. I don't know the origin story. Clay Guida gets the split decision, a massive win. Actually, this reminds me. I got to reach out to Clay. Someone passed his number my way, so I would like to interview him. That'd be fun. So Clay Guida, Scott Holtzman, big win. Big, strong win for Clay. Listen, both guys, Clay's 40, Scott's 39, but still, solid performance by Guida. And what a career. What a career by this guy. You got to put this dude in the Hall of Fame. Just for who he is and what he's done in some of the crazy fights. And everyone knows Clay. Like when he fights, everyone's like, oh shit. Like people talk about the Diego Sanchez fight. Dude's a lunatic. Absolute lunatic. I would slide him right in there. So Clay Guida, congratulations on your win. Still doing it. Angela Hill hit it on the button. Angela Hill owned Emily Ducote in the bathroom break fight of the night. Angela Hill just dominated Emily, and Emily got incredibly exposed. I don't know. There were two fights on this card where I was kind of like, wait a second. What are we doing? Minus 125 for Ducote. Only one UFC fight. That's it. That's all she's got is one fight. And she's fighting a girl that's bigger, stronger, faster. She's got the experience. Angie's not the type of girl to lose to these girls. So Angie did a great job. She's 37 years of age and just got the job done. Put the money in my pocket. Thank you, Angela Hill.
Wonderful.
Appreciate that. Philip Rowe is another guy I got to reach out to. Philip Rowe with a monster knockout in the second. In a fight, he could have been losing. I would love to know the scorecards. Hold on. Let me see if UFC News put the scorecards out. Probably not for this fight. UFC News. Yeah, probably not for this fight, but let's see if they are, because that would be pretty good. So scorecards for Holland and Thompson. It would be great if they put out the scorecards every single fight. Barberena, RDA. Let's see. Oh, maybe they do. Matheus Nicolau, Matt Schnell. Oh, boy. He kind of got smoked after he got lulled to sleep. We'll talk about that. UFC News Twitter is pretty good. We might just pull shit from here. Here we go. Jack Hermanson, Roman DeLeeds. Okay, maybe they have it. Here's Phil Rowe. Let's see what he said afterwards.
Super chat.
Super duper chat. Thank you. Thank you, Fatso. Look at you can see the picture in the chat. Fatso. He's got quite the avatar. I just finished my fast. Had eggs this morning to break the fast because I was,
super chat.
Maybe I'll talk about that later. Thank you, Fatso, doubling up with the super chat. Appreciate that. Fatso hitting the 99 cent. He's tough and comfortable. Oh wow, I didn't know that. Where does he come up with Peter Parker his punches? Like Spider-Man? Is that what he's trying to say? Anyway, that's Philip Rowe over there. I like Philip. I like the fact that he always looks for the finish, although he was clearly losing that fight. He was getting beat up. It looked like Nico Price was executing a wonderful, wonderful game plan. But Rowe had the moment and had the sequence, put him down, and, just punished on Nico. What a win. And thank you for the bet. I bet on him as well. What a comeback victory by Philip Rowe. Another underdog on that fight card that paid off. So if you bet the unders on UFC Orlando, chances are you won some money. There we go. I don't know if there's anything else you want to hear from Philip, but the scorecards are Anders and Daukus. So no, sir. No, sir. Here we go. Oh, wow. UFC News Twitter is pretty on point. Yeah, I fasted from Delta 8. Hey, you want to hear a funny Delta 8 story? All right, first off, let me give a plug to the sponsor while we're getting into this. CBDX.com. The promo code is MMA-HOLES for 20% off. CBDX.com. Get you high. I got high after... you must be 21 plus or older. You get a free gift on your first order as well. Okay? Now, I use this a lot. Like maybe too much. Especially if you're watching my gaming streams. I'm always high on the fucking gaming streams. But I got high during UFC, or actually at the end of UFC Orlando. We raided. We had a little fun. I laughed. Probably I laughed too much about things I probably shouldn't be laughing at, but regardless, I had a great time with you guys that hung around after that. And when the stream was done, I'm taking this medicine called Lamisil that is for toenail fungus, right? Now, I've had this little bit of fungus that I just can't get rid of. I've been trying all these different things, and I just can't. So they're like, okay, last step, we're going to do like a blood work test, and then if you're clear to go, you're going to be on these pills for 3 months. Okay? So I'm like, all right, fine. I don't really drink, so it's okay. So I jump after the stream. I'm high as a kite. I take a pill, and then I take another one. I took 2 of them, and I fucking freaked out. I double dosed on fucking fungus cream, and I freaked out. Like I was like, oh my God, I just poisoned myself. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. So now I'm like pacing back and forth. I put my finger down my throat. This is after the UFC Orlando stream. Kids, don't do drugs. I fucking stick my finger down my throat, and the vomit comes out. And I'm like, okay, did I get rid of it? I'm like, no, I don't. I still taste it in my mouth. So I wake up Jess. I wake up Jess, and I'm like, you think it's okay? I took 2 pills Lamisil. Is that all right? And she's like, why would you do that? I'm like, I'm high. I didn't tell her I was high that night because she would have got mad. So it's just like, I don't know. I'm such a woman. I was high as a fucking kite, bro. Like, I was high as a kite. I wouldn't normally take 2 pills and just fucking lose my mind. Like, I'd be like, all right, whatever. But I was high, so I thought I was going to die. So Jess is like, and usually she's pretty concerned. She sounded a little concerned, and then she was just like, you'll be fine. And I was like, yeah. She's like, you threw it up? I'm like, yeah, I threw it up. So then I went back into the studio. I was turning everything off. And I just couldn't get it out of my head, so I called up poison control. I'm high as a kite, talking to poison control and asking them if I'm going to die from 2 pills of Lamisil. And she's like, is this the first time you've done this? I'm like, yeah. And she's like, okay, as long as you're not doing it over and over again, you're fine. I'm like, why would I do it over and over again? But then I'm like, it sounds like I would be the person to do that from this dumb call. So anyway, that's my high story. Let's go, champ. Yeah, dude, I don't know what the fuck, man. I get high. Like, if I get high and do something dopey like that, I think I'm dead. Like, I think it's it. It's over. It's so weird. I love getting high, but, those moments, I hate it. All right, so Nico Price. Okay, let's see what we got here. All right, so 2 rounds. What the fuck? So wait, they gave Phil... Oh, this is Holland Thompson. What the fuck? Wait, hold on a sec. Am I high now? Yeah, no, this is Nico Price versus Philip Rowe. So they gave Nico both... They gave Philip both rounds? What? Wow. Well, I guess he won. I mean, wow. Interesting. Okay. Well, he was winning that fight. I didn't think they gave him the first round. Here's your stats. That's a little odd. 150 to 64 in strikes total. 110 significant strikes to 63. 66 head strikes to 49. Now, this is including the sequence where Philip Rowe drilled the shit out of Nico's head. Wow. My man was cruising to a decision win. Dude, that's insane. Well, anyway, I got my bet, so we good to go. So Philip got the job done. There's the scores. That actually threw me for a loop. So Philip Rowe gets the win. Did anyone else place a bet on this? Were you surprised in the chat that Nico lost his fight? Let me know. Philip is a way bigger dude in this. Usually, that doesn't really mean anything. But I don't know. I liked Philip. I liked the matchup. It worked out. And I got paid. Very mystical. Let me know what you think about this fight in the chat. Carnage, says Lil CO. What up, damn savage? Look at B-Man's in the chat. How you doing, B-Man? Let's see. I OD'd on suppositories. Let me move this chat over. Hold on a second here. Dun, 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 dun. There we go. Okay, that's a little bit better. All right. That's nice. I bet the poison control lady got PTSD from your call. She was very nice. I bet the let's see. Will Smith got jiggy with it. Cashed on the Leeds and Hill. Easy money. So the Leeds and Hill. Very nice. Congrats. What's up, C-Max saying, yo, how you doing? Oh, I feel like you guys are sluggish as fuck tonight. What's going on, chat? Why are we so sluggish in the chat? Keep the conversation going. Go to the next fight. Let's see. You must be so enthralled with everything I'm saying here. Mesmerized. Yeah, so Eric Anders, I would say this is probably one of the more shocking things that happened on the card. Am I shocked Eric won? No, but how he won. The finish in the second round, dominating Daukaus. Daukaus looked horrific. Like, absolutely horrific. Let's look at the, now I'm interested to see what the scorecards say here. I'm assuming it's going to be all, you know what, that doesn't even matter. Let's go to the live stats. Not the live stats, the fight stats. Here we go. Okay. 97-38 in total strikes, 49-37 in significant strikes, 27-14 head, 14-8 the body. The only thing Daukaus had a little success with the leg kicks. Then you got the control time, 226 on the ground with the takedown. So Eric Anders smashed Daukaus, and then everyone's running out there saying Daukaus is a bum, Daukaus is this, Daukaus is that. I say pump the brakes, chill, man. The guy's 29 years old, and you're acting like, I mean, listen, he's only, what, 11-4? Let me refresh this. I think that's right. Yeah, okay. He's only 11-4. He's 29 years old. Like, just chill. Just chill. He had a bad fucking night. Like, I mean, everyone's just going nuts on the guy. He lost to Leeds. We all seen how good Leeds looked. Leeds, we'll get to that in a sec. But he's a scary individual. He beat Jamie Pickett, which is not like the biggest, craziest thing in the world. Because, I mean, is Jamie Pickett really that good? The answer is no. So, okay. If you want to go with that. The Kevin Holland thing, he was destroying Holland until the accidental headbutt. He lost to Philip Hawes. I mean, Philip Hawes is a scary dude with power. Stoltz fist he beat. Lost to Brandon Allen, another solid UFC fighter, and then that's it. Let's give him some time. Like, what are we doing? 2-fight losing streak. Kill him. Let's see another. I think the guy's got talent. Is he a champion? Of course, I'm not going to say that. But let's just pump the brakes. Eric Anders had a good night. But what do you think about Kyle Daukaus in the chat?
Wonderful.
Kainotu.
We are slow tonight because we're rusty. When you decided to go morning stream so that all the fatherless kids could watch the show, you caused us to get rusty. You traitorous bastard. We love you, Moss. Not Jesse, just you.
Oh my God.
What are guys simps for guys?
Guy simps. Where are my guy simps at?
Wonderful.
Thank you, Kainoto, for the $2 donation. Yeah, a little confusing. Are you going to be live in the morning, live at night? Hit the notification bell. I honestly think it is this. I think we're just a bunch of old people. I think that's what's happening here. I think old people don't like to type in the chat. They just like to fucking enjoy the content, get high or get drunk. That's what I'm thinking. Let's see. Roman deletes. Okay. So Chris Curtis was in the corner. He wanted to get revenge. He was incredibly petty on Twitter. But do you blame him? Like, he's Chris. He's open. At least he's open about it. He's not being petty and saying, "Oh, I'm not petty." Like, he's completely open and honest about being very petty. And he went out there. He had fun. He's talking shit. You know, Jack Hermanson goes in there. Another fight he did not have to take. And I picked Hermanson because I thought he was going to play it safe. What do? They go to the Chris Curtis drawing board and they say, "Hey, don't do what I did. Don't do that." He catches him in this calf slicer, which I didn't think it was at the time, and it was. It turned out to be that. Jack is so freaking tough that he didn't tap to that. He gets rolled over, and then the TKO happens as he gets battered on the top. I can't remember who the ref was, but he steps in and says, "No more. I can't watch this anymore." Jack Hermanson took a massive blow. Now, I don't think he loses any street cred. He didn't have to take this fight. He didn't have a camp, preparing for this guy, but on paper, in the long run, you're going to see 4 fights. Well, actually, no, I'm sorry. You're going to see 3 fights and 2 losses, as CAMERAMAN was a wrestling thing. But you're seeing a lot of red here. You lost to Vittori. You lost to Strickland. You lost to Deletes. That's what people are going to see. They're going to see all the red. You beat Kelvin Gastelum. You beat Shabazian. You beat Curtis. Now, I'm going to say this. No disrespect to Chris. But Chris is a welterweight. Like, he's playing with house money right now. He's a ranked middleweight right now. My man is playing with house money. Jack should beat him. He should. He beat Chris. Shabazian, well, he's fighting this weekend, was the biggest hype train that fell apart. I mean, it was pretty bad. Shabazian, people were saying, was going to be the youngest champ, and now he looks like the youngest chump. It's pretty bad. And then Kelvin Gastelum. What the hell? He fucking peaked when he almost beat Israel Adesanya, and then so much for that. You know, beating Jacare, not bad. But then you got David Branch, Mearshardt's all right, you know. I mean, so this is a tough one. Tough pill to swallow. I hope the UFC does the right thing for him. You know, they don't completely just throw him to the side and say, forget it. I mean, he didn't have to take this fight. This is 2 fights in a row that he did not have to take the fight because an opponent fell out. So just a bad, turn of events for him. But let's talk about the leads. I mean, dude, this guy is a fucking animal. Now, 12-1. He is a scary animal. When he lost to Trevin Giles, I was bummed, man. I fell off the train for one freaking fight. Why? Then he had a unanimous decision against Staropoli. Okay. He's beatable. Even though he got the unanimous decision, he went to a decision, he's beatable. And then went fucking mutant with 3 finishes. Kyle Daukaus, Phil Hawes, Jack Hermanson. Round 2, round 1, round 1. My goodness. Give this man a number. And wouldn't it be funny if he wound up getting matched up with Chris Curtis? Like, even though these guys are buds, I could see the UFC trying to throw this shit together. But yeah, Roman Dolidze he's a real deal. He is fun. How old is he? Ever since he banged Cheyenne Vlismas and ruined a marriage, he's been unstoppable. He's 34 years old. He's not fighting like it. So what do you think, guys? Let me ask this. I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna go premature. Does my man Roman Dolidze, would you say that this is a possible dark horse at 185? Let me know in the chat what you think. Roman Dolidze, are you on board the train? I tell you what, a Dolidze versus Khamzat, take my money. Take my freaking money. A Patty Triangle win. Her pussy is a PED. Power of that pussy. No, I'm going to quit now. Delaying a poor excuse. Let's, what is it? Let's both be mods, by the way, and make MMA-Holes great again. Pig Paulie. I was going to say Pig Paulie. Pig Paulie says, yo, I want to be a mob, and then pulls his membership. Nice job timestamping, though. I do appreciate that. Anyone timestamps after our fight nights or pay-per-views, we're going to pin the first one that does it. Helps us out. Just saying. Thank you for the timestamp, but how dare you pull your membership? Disgrazia. Future champ. Damn Savage is the Leeds future champ. Okay. Roman versus Will Smith. That calf slicer TKO combo says yes.
Wonderful.
Moss, brother, your arms and pecs are looking full lately. What's your workout routine? The fact that I noticed, does it make Damn Savage gay? Hashtag Gimpami.
You know what's funny? I just changed the routine. I just changed the routine a little bit. Today, after the fast, I had my eggs, okay? And I've been doing like 100 reps. So before the fast, I did like 100 pull-ups, like in like increments of like 10 to 15. I go bap, 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 stop, bap, bap, bap. Like I would just do 100 on that. And I've been doing everything 100. Like today I did some bicep 100s. I did fucking tricep 100s. I did some shoulder workouts 100s. I got to get my shoulders. I got fucking bad shoulders. So, but thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. The check's in the mail since you're completely blind. Let's go to... Yeah, that's not like really for building muscle, but for some reason I feel good. Just rewatched the O'Malley fight. God, I love this channel. Rewatch the O'Malley fight. What our reaction to the actual fight? Kurthia. All right, so let's see. Sergei Pavlovich over Tai Tuivasa. So we said, hey, Dolidze has a possibility of being a champion. How about Pavlovich? You put him on the list? Jeez, what a bad night for Tai Tuivasa. And the shtick of him just throwing reckless haymakers. I think we might have to change things up, you know? Yes, you have power. You have crazy power, Tai. But you can't be just winging that shit out there. I mean, Pavlovich kind of stood in front of you and just picked you apart. It was really tough to watch. Tai out in the first round. This is the only bet I lost. And I got to be honest with you, it's my fault. You bet on heavyweights. This is the consequence. You just never know. You just never know. Like, Tai was an underdog for a reason. I get it. Pavlovich is very good. I thought the chin would get touched. It wasn't. It wasn't touched. Pavlovich just looked real solid. Another young one, right? 30 years of age for Pavlovich. This guy's like, he's honestly probably not even in his prime. Looks great. Looks fantastic. Knocked out Lewis, knocked out Tuivasa. I see Kevin from Chicago in the chat saying he could be a champion. Boy. Uh-oh.
I fell off my shopping cart. It really fucking hurt so much. My muscular ass is sore. I let out my manly roar. I fell off my shopping cart.
Oh my God, Cyborg!
It really fucking hurt so much. My muscular ass is sore. I like to beat up girls with ease. With ease. Ouch. 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 Ouch.
We'll never let that go. Thank you, Sonos.
Because I remembered you crushing on Cyborg one stream and this song is funny. Also pseudo safe. Cause wanna talk about Sergei on the phone.
Okay, we might have to open up those phone lines. Thank you, Sonosi, for the $15 donation. Thank you very much, Sonosi. Appreciate that. Might have to pop open the phone lines. He's saying Sergei is a champ. He's maybe, I don't know. He's liking Sergei. He wants to talk about him. Think the guy's tough. Think the guy's really tough. We'll look at the rankings. It's not updated yet, but let's just take a peek. Man, there's so much stuff to talk about. Hit the fucking like button if you haven't done so. UFC Orlando, UFC 282, TJ Dillashaw retiring, so on, so forth. All right, passed it. Hold on, Pavlovich. Here we go. So, he's sitting at number 5, just beat 4. Yeah, so he'll probably just take Ty's spot. You got like, when is Stipe? Is Stipe going to even fight again? Man, oh man. How about this? How about Pavlovich versus Blades? So let me see this. So you got Gane versus John Jones that they're trying to put together, right? If that is the case, could we do Ngannou versus John Jones? I say Gane. Ngannou versus John Jones are trying to put together. Cyril Gane kind of floating around. I tell you what, I wouldn't mind seeing Cyril versus Stipe Miocic. But I don't know if Stipe is coming back. And then, but if he is, I would like to see that. And Curtis Blades versus Sergei Pavlovich. You got Tom Aspinall apparently feeling better. You're gonna be throwing him back in the mix soon. But heavyweight got interesting. Heavyweight got real. Remember, heavyweight kind of was falling apart. It was kind of like meh. And it was a bummer. I remember doing a stream where I was like, man, heavyweight used to be the weight class. Like, that was the one. That's the one everyone wants to tune into. The biggest, baddest people on the planet throwing down. And it kind of got stagnant. But now, I mean, we got ourselves some interesting fighters here. Aspinall, Pavlovich. Listen, Tuivasa lost, but he's still fun. Curtis Blades, Stipe Miocic, Cyril Gane. Francis Ngannou, John Jones. Boy. Kevin says Stipe only coming back for a title fight, so let's just say he retired. We just might as well say that because the UFC's not playing that game. I don't think. I know they want to put him in a title fight, but I don't think he has enough pull really to, or the pay-per-view draw power to really pull that game. Dana B. Fook and Stipe around miss the MGK and the most dominant heavyweight ever. He the GOAT, says Bro Plata. Listen, you can make a good argument that Stipe is the best heavyweight of all time. We've played that game, and then all it takes is a loss, and then everyone starts changing their mind. But if you think about it, what he's done at heavyweight is very, very impressive. The problem with Stipe is he's got marbles in his mouth, and he doesn't move the needle when it comes to pay-per-views. It's just unfortunate, So hopefully he comes back. He looks like he's in good shape. Hopefully he comes back and he can, snatch the belt. If he can come back and get that belt back, there's not even an argument. Stipe comes back and snatches the belt back from either John Jones or Ngannou, dude, I mean, there's no question Stipe is the fucking GOAT of heavyweight. But now we can debate. And that debate's for another show. So heavyweight's gotten interesting. I mean, think about what a fight night card. When was the last time that we've seen a fight night card that we have so many outcomes and possibilities and what ifs? Usually on fight nights, like, we don't spend this much time on these fights, these preliminaries and early in the main card. Like, we just go straight to the main event and co-main event. But there's so many possibilities from this. Now, this I'm not going to spend too much time on. Side eye, side face, Matt Schnell. One's in the chat if you know what I'm talking about. I hope Matt doesn't get cut because, I don't think he will because the guy's a firefighter. But, another loss.
Super chat.
Dark Matter.
Core, rock on gesture, call me.
Sure, brother, from New Zealand. All right, we're going to open up the phone lines, baby. We're going to open up those phone lines. You saw the side eye? You saw it? You saw that side eye, Dirt Worm? Dark Matter didn't see the side eye. I mean, just watch any of his fights. His head. And then when he got knocked down, he was on the floor, and he was malfunctioning. His face was to the mat, but his head was just kept on going sideways, like he was glitching. I seen the side eye when he was on the ground, yes. But even when he fights, it's just like this weird thing. And it's got to be incredibly annoying to fight against. Maybe that's the tactic. But he goes into this fight, and he's looking for a scrap. He's looking for a bonus. What is Matheus Nicolau looking for? He's looking for the win. He's looking to execute a game plan and put everyone to sleep. This is a style we've seen before. A lot of circling, capitalizing on opportunities. When you have a guy as aggressive as Matt Schnell and constantly moving forward and constantly looking for some highlight reel shit, you got to fight him smart. And my man was circling and going the other way, and then circling and going the other way, and then going circling and going the other way. And then bam! Down goes side eye on the ground. It's over. Everyone's complaining in the chat. Everyone's falling asleep. Jesse's like, I don't even want to call this fight anymore. Nicolau gets the win. Big win. Big win for Matheus Nicolau. If you don't know, now you know. From Brazil, 29 years of age. Got a high spot on the card. And Schnell was the lamb to the slaughter. So listen, is it fun to watch? No. But it was a carnage involved. And the kid pulls out the samurai sword, celebrates, gets the job done. Shout out to Brazil. Speaking of Brazil, RDA. Dos Anjos, baby. Frankenstein face. Does it again. Not surprised. Should have bet on him, but he's the favorite, and I just wanted to bet unders. And he goes in there and finishes Barberena. Now, I did think this would probably go to a decision. I thought Barberena would just kind of be able to tough it out, but nope. What's second time ever submitted? Brian Barberena catches an L in the second round. RDA gets on the mic. He's calling out Conor. He's just doing his thing. He is not going anywhere. He's not going anywhere, RDA. No, like, you got Jose Aldo leaving, you got TJ Dillashaw leaving, you got everyone retiring, getting hurt, injured. RDA hurt his pussy once. And Nate Diaz choked out Conor when he did. But he hurt his pussy once. RDA is a beast. An absolute beast that's in limbo. Doesn't know if he's going to fight at lightweight. Doesn't know if he's going to fight at welterweight. 38 years of age. Put some respect on RDA's name. I kind of feel for the guy because he, like, where do you put him next? The you know what I thought? I know Wonderboy's not going to like this, but I said Wonderboy. Like, I thought immediately afterwards, I was like, all right, RDA Wonderboy. Like, if Wonderboy wins, why not? Have that fight go down. But it's probably not going to happen because RDA would just try to drag him down. Any word on Lou Dog? No. I hope he's okay, man. He said he was going to take a break, so I'm just going to give him the benefit of the doubt and hopefully he's okay. But no, I did not hear from him. I think Chandler versus McGregor is the one. It's possible. Well, Dustin Poirier's ill now, and they were going back and forth. Did you guys see that? Little segue. Quick Conor detour. We're not going to stay here very long. But check it out on Twitter. At the MMA-Holes. The screenshot is in. Heal up soon, scruffy knickers. I think he just called him the N-word, just saying. Brett Okamoto, some context on Dustin Poirier. IG post about being hospitalized told me it's staph, but he's not responding to antibiotics over the last 24 hours. So, I mean, that's pretty scary. You know, Dustin's not happy about this. So Conor comes out. Your wife is in me DMs. No, he says, heal up soon, scruffy knickers. And then Dustin fires back with his zinger, and I love it. You done filming Royd House and ready to get slapped around again. Love it. Royd House. Very nice. Have we heard that one yet? Probably, but good on Dustin. It's a good one. It's a solid zinger. And then here he comes. Here comes Royd House coming back. Yeah, me Amsterdam, jacked like Van Damme. He's like fucking Dr. Seuss over here. You weren't just hurt, pal. You were scared, hurt. Don't forget it. I'm coming back to put you in a box. Connor, remember last time you said you were going to put someone in a box? It didn't happen. Didn't happen. Blue lips, the whole deal. Full of it. I'm sending you off this earth. So he's threatening to kill. Permanent. Stay waiting for the Roadhouse. As we pal you as well, pal. You and the missus will love it. Okay, so he's saying they'll love Roadhouse at the end. There's Connor and Dustin's response. I don't really have much to say. Throw it back a fourth time. I'm in. Take my money. I'm in. Make it happen. Get Dustin paid again. I'm just thrilled to see Connor come back in any way. I don't give a shit how cringy he is now. You know, you got people like sliding into our DMs or on Twitter. Like, he's done, bro. Connor's done. Oh, Captain fucking obvious. I know his best days are behind him. I just want to see him come back and talk shit on the mic. I want to see a fight week. I want to see a press conference. I want to see the lead up. And I want to be excited because I've never been not excited at a Connor fight. Connor fights have always been fun. Win or lose, it's exciting. Everyone's screaming and yelling at each other. Kainoto losing his mind. That's what I need. I need that. I need people fucking going crazy over the guy. He's done. Connor's done. Get over it, bruh. Okay, dude. I think you're missing the point. We all need him back. We just had a good Orlando fight card, and we've had some solid pay-per-views. Fun. But we haven't had that buzz. We haven't had it. Bring back the fucking circus. Maybe Cejudo will bring some cringe and make it interesting with Sterling, but it's not on Conor level. Conor's cringe and trash talk and nonsense is what we need, man. We need $1 million pay-per-view buys again so we can get some fucking juice. I want some juice, baby. I'm hungry for that juice. All right, back to the fights here. The final fight, Stephen Thompson versus Kevin Holland. A fight that I won some more money. And let me just show you this. MyBookie.ag, shameless plug to our sponsor. MyBookie.ag, promo code MMA-HOLES for 100% match on your first deposit. Use MyBookie.ag, get paid, and just tune in on Fridays. I'm giving money away. Just make my bets. You will win. It's just that simple. Straight up bets. If you want to do parlays, all that stuff, knock yourself out. I'm not going to tell you that because, I like winning. But MyBookie.ag, the promo code is MMA-HOLES for 100% match in your first deposit. And by the way, a big shout out. I'll give. I love getting these messages. I love this shit, man. Even though I don't do props and parlays, I'd say, hey, I'm betting straight up on this guy, $100 to get X amount of dollars. I love getting these messages. Because people are actually betting on my Tapology picks, which I'm not putting my money. Like, I'm betting on the fight, but I'm not betting on the outcome. Some people are actually laying down money on the outcome. And here we go. Here's Axel. Shout out to Axel on Twitter. Okay. Let's fucking go, he says. He bet Philip Rowe knockout in the third round, a mystical prediction, which was plus 1,900. Now, I don't advise you guys doing this. I don't advise you because, honestly, I don't like props or parlays. But if you like playing it and you want to tap into my mystical mind, fine, go for it. Plus 1,900, $5 turned into $100. So shout out to Axel. It's at Vesh the Reaper. The Reaper, you in the chat? Shout out to you, my friend. I'm glad you won that money. All right. So Stephen Thompson, Kevin Holland. Wonderboy gets it done. A striker's delight. And I could understand... Okay, let me help out Kevin Holland people, okay? Let me help you guys out. Instead of saying, oh, man, if it could have been different and Holland should have won that fight. I understand why you're upset. Because there are situations in that fight, Holland just had to plop on Wonderboy. We were yelling the night of. We're like, man, That gentleman's agreement, if that went out the door early and he hopped on Wonderboy, he had two options: to jump on Wonderboy and grind out a win in those rounds, slow down the pace of the fight, keep on working against the fence, keep it grinding, dirty boxing, elbows, knees. I mean, he was popping Wonderboy. He was hurting Wonderboy. But he just kind of said, no, man, let's put on a show. Let's stand in the middle of that cage and fucking go back and forth with a fighter that's like a 50-0 kickboxer. 50-0. He's a 50. I don't give a shit if he's 39 years of age. He's a 50-0 kickboxer. I don't give a shit if you're a little taller than him, maybe a little bit longer. He's a 50-0 kickboxer. On top of everything that he's done in the UFC, only been knocked out one fucking time. When it looks like they put the kryptonite necklace around his neck is when you take this man down. And I got to be honest, Holland has a submission not that long ago. He could have taken him down. I'm not saying he would have submitted him, but you slow down the pace of the fight. You fight a little smarter. You're not taking the unnecessary shots. You're not using the fucking pride. You're using the logic. Kevin Holland could have easily won this fight, sure. He could have. But when I picked this fight, I knew he wasn't going to do that. And it paid off. Listen, as a fan, good on you. Let him back up. Let's go. That's cool. I liked it. But if I'm betting money on Holland, I'm furious. If I'm in Holland's corner, I'm probably furious. Holland goes to his corner and says, man, he's pretty quick for an old guy. Because he's still a wonder boy. He's still one of the top tier strikers, if not one of the best strikers in the UFC. Wonderboy goes in there, puts on a clinic. Just picks him apart. Looked great. And as the fight progressed, just got better and better. The earlier rounds, it was competitive. Not so much in the latter rounds. Let me see the scores on this thing. I want to see how they scored this. Doesn't really matter because they finished. Wonderboy got the finish. But with that being said, listen, if you're just watching this as a fan, I mean, what a fight. What a fight. We had a beautiful performance to watch between the two guys, right? It was just glorious. Going back and forth, doing their thing. Here's the scorecards. Kevin Holland, all three judges won the first round. All three judges won the first round. If he would have slowed the pace of the fight down, the bigger guy, he was clearly strong, but Wonderboy, as that fight progressed and was working on the body and just chopping him down, the game plan of Wonderboy was to take out Holland's right arm to fucking pepper that. Then Holland broke his arm because he was punching his face. Now he was saying because he punched Wonderboy, that's when he broke his arm, but his hand. But I don't know. I think it might have been blocking one of those head kicks. He blocked a lot of Wonderboy head kicks. I have a feeling it was that. Wonderboy was throwing that leg up there so fucking hard that if I was a betting man, I would say it was from a kick. But regardless of the fact, he got injured. Wonderboy broke his hand as well. Holland went in for surgery today, apparently. But all three judges had Holland the first, and then the next 3 rounds to Stephen Thompson. So there's the scores for that fight. A lot of people salty that Kevin Holland lost, and he was the favorite. And, the younger, bigger, flashy, strong guy should have got it done. It didn't happen. This is one of the easiest bets. When I saw Wonderboy with plus money before they even weighed in, I was like, this is it. This is easy. It's going to be an easy one for me. So big win for Wonderboy Stephen Thompson.
Wonderful.
We got Kainoto coming in.
I heard that James Franco is going to come back from his exile from Hollywood. Conor is gonna star in his horror movie. It's about this guy with restless penis syndrome who happens to find his way to a convalescent home. Gary Puppet looks left, looks right.
Thank you, Kainoto. Appreciate that. Interesting rumor. What happened to James Franco? Yeah, what happened? We just watched the interview not that long ago. And Pineapple Express. What happened to James Franco? Thank you, Kainoto. Appreciate that. If anyone could tell me in the chat, please do. I've been patiently waiting for his return. Although I'm not a big James Franco fan. But, I don't hate his movies. Don't love them. In the middle. Some are good. This DM was hilarious. Here's the stats for Holland versus Thomas. I'll open up the phones as well. We'll talk to the peeps. You guys are being generous with the donation, so I really appreciate it. Now, be generous with the likes. Where are we at with likes? We're at, okay, here's the deal. I'm going to open up the phone lines if we can at least get to 100 likes. This is ridiculous. Got a buck almost 60 watching with 73 likes. What the fuck is going on? This is free. That's free, baby. Let's get to 100 likes. What are we doing? We'll open up the phone lines and talk to the people. My God, we're gonna riot over here. How dare you not hit the like button? I know, it's easy to forget. It's in a weird spot. Just hit that puppy up, 100 likes. We'll do the phone lines on the Discord. Okay. Alrighty. So here we go. So here's the strikes. 178 to 123 in favor of Wonderboy. 163 significant. I mean, that's kind of why 163 out of the 178 significant. My goodness. But anyway, there it is. I mean, there's really not much. You have the 2 takedowns by Holland towards the end of the fight because he was like, okay, I got one hand. I got to start shooting. Look at this. We got to 95 likes. This just proves that you guys are sleeping on that like button. Sleeping on that shit. 5 more likes. We'll open up the phone lines. Thank you guys for hitting the like button. Really appreciate it. Any stream of any channel that you're watching, or if it's a video that you enjoy, a YouTube channel that you enjoy. YouTube likes are important. Dislikes doesn't matter. You can fucking hate it. I don't give a fuck about that. That doesn't really matter. They got rid of that. But for some reason, the likes, according to the people, are important. So hit that like button, and it helps us out. It's completely free. What's next for Wonderboy? He gets the win on Holland. What's next for Stephen Thompson? I don't mind Conor. I'm just going to throw it out there. Wonderboy's not fighting a wrestler. And I'm glad. I heard Wonderboy a little bit on ARIEL. He didn't bring up Nick Diaz like that story, so I'm assuming Bloody Elbow misquoted. Thank God. I'm like, Nick Diaz. Like, what are we doing? But I got to be honest, I don't like, hey, Conor's bulked up. When he comes back, it's probably going to be 170. Wonderboy's not going to take it to the ground. Let them two fucking slug it out. That's a fucking badass fight. It's a fight no one's really talking about. Wonderboy versus Conor. Fun fact, 6 years ago, when we interviewed Wonderboy for Gotham magazine, we were doing the video shoot for them, and this is a true story. You can run it back on the channel. We were talking to Steven about Conor, and he's like, I want to fight that guy. 6 years ago, he wanted to fight Conor McGregor. Imagine all this time passes, he gets wrestle-fucked a couple times, has a really fun fight against Kevin Holland, and bang, he's fighting Conor McGregor. Let's go. I don't know if it pushes the needle for the Conor fight. You know, Conor wants to get in with someone that, you know, helps push that needle. I know it's Conor. He'll get views regardless. But, of course, you need a dance partner to, you know, get those pay-per-view buys. But there was a lot of buzz for this Orlando event. And I don't think it was all Kevin Holland. I think there are some legit Wonderboy fans. If you look at his Instagram, the guy has almost 1 million followers on Instagram. So Wonderboy's got this wholesome, goody two-shoes persona. On top of the incredible striking, might be able to pull it off. Wouldn't hate it. Without steroids in his system, a drug-free Conor will struggle in training camp. He's done. Real talk. Kainoto, you know he's coming back. You know he is. The guy is too much of a picklehead, too much of a narcissist to not come back. He doesn't have to, but of course he's gonna come back. There's no way he's not. There's like zero way. I would say there's zero chance Conor does not come back. He is just too fucking stubborn. And I love it. You can timestamp that. All right. So we got Stephen Thompson. Who else for Stephen? He said, who else did he throw out there? I'm trying to think the other names. I don't even think he brought up Masvidal. I'm running that back. Some people don't even know they fought the first time. The fight was so bad that people forgot they fought even once before. We were actually booing in that fight. Like, it was terrible. Let's see. So, I mean, if you look at the people ahead of him, I mean, look at the guys you got. You got Gilbert that beat him. You got Bilal that beat him. You got KHAMZAT, if he's even in the rankings. You have Colby. You have like 4 guys that are wrestlers. And 1 Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu guy. Usman, another guy up there. Like, somehow he's got to try to find a way to skip the line to Luque. Listen, I mean, Edwards. He has to fight some sort of novelty stand-up fight, collect a couple of paychecks, and if he wins them, you know, maybe the UFC throws him a bone and gives him, like, you know, that quick pass to the fucking title or some shit. That's happened before. I mean, eventually he's going to have to beat one of those guys ahead of him. But if they all start taking losses and you're sitting at number 6 and they all keep fighting each other and beating each other, you might have a fast pass. You just got to keep winning. You know? So Thompson's just got to fight a big name. Give me another name. Give me someone else. Because I know he said Kayla Harrison. McGregor versus Harrison. Well, let me ask Kayla. Hold on. Let me see what she says. Hey, sweetie. Kayla. Would you like to fight Conor McGregor? What do you think? Bounce back, you know? A little tune-up fight for you? You could just grapple the shit out of him. What do you think? Okay. You guys speak up. All right. It seems like she's a little shy. Connor, what do you think?
Who the fuck is that guy?
Who was the other guy he named Wonderboy? Who's the other guy? If you listen to the Ariel interview, I don't remember who he said. The king shall return. He is coming back 100%. You are off on that for sure, says Eli Goodrich. Talking about Conor? Yeah, I mean, come on, guys. It's silly to say he's not. It's silly. You might as well just kind of push that aside. It's not. That's just, you know what's happening. Oh, Michelle Pereira. Thank you, T-Bird. Yeah, Michelle Pereira. Don't hate that. Where's Michelle? Wow, Michelle Pereira is 14. Oh my God. See, this is how you know that Wonderboy, yes, he would love to fight for a belt, but he knows he's so realistic that any of these guys would murder him. Kamaru, Colby, KHAMZAT, Bilal and Gilbert's already took him down. Like, he has no shot. Leon's his best shot, really. And that's not a lock. But honestly, Leon versus Wonderboy is a banger of a fight. That's a great fight. Leon versus Wonderboy, it's not a layup for Edwards. You would have to think Edwards is going to try to say, okay, I'm going to take this guy down. You saw his grappling's pretty good. I called it. I predicted Conor not coming back for a minimum 2 years. Trust me, man. That's an injury. Injury is not the same as retiring. It's a big difference. I mean, he had a massive injury to be out for 2 years, yes. He said a year, but of course, he's not a fucking doctor. His leg split in half. Chris Weidman didn't even come back. My man right now is so roided up. He's not going to waste this physique. He's going to find a way to get back. Come on, Kainoto. You know he's coming back. It's crazy. Being right about a length of a fucking injury doesn't mean you're going to be right about a return to fighting. A return to going back to work. Like, he's coming back to work. He's way too narcissistic. You know what I'm saying? But anyway. Yeah, so like I said, Leon Edwards versus Stephen Thompson is just, that's take my money. I would watch that. But he has to find a way to get there. So he's saying he's willing to take Michelle Pereira at number 14. That's wild. It's a good fight. That's wild. I got to be honest with you. I pick Wonderboy all day in this fight. I think Wonderboy would definitely beat him. So what do you think? I want your final thoughts on Stephen Thompson. We'll open up some phone lines. We'll talk about UFC 282, whatever you'd like to chat about. Let's see. I hope he comes back, but I just don't think it's possible. I think he will. I'm like 99% positive. I'll give you a 1% chance. 9 out of 10 doctors say TRT. I mean, there's a reason why my man juiced up. He wanted to try to get his back as quick as possible, and I'm sure he loves looking like a fucking mini Arnold. He loves attention. Wonderboy should fight a middleweight. You know what's funny? It's funny you say that. When I first met Steven, I was like, this guy's big for a welterweight. He's not a small welterweight. But then you look at him next to Kevin Holland, and he's not the biggest welterweight. And you looked at him against Darren Till. He's not the biggest welterweight. So fighting at middleweight, I don't think it helps in any way because he's just going to fight bigger grapplers. I don't think it helps him. And if anything, it's worse. Thompson versus the one chip challenge. Loyal dependent on how long he's out. Did you know Arnold Schwarzenegger's dad was a full-on Nazi? I would believe that. I don't know if that's true or not, but it sounds like it could be plausible. All right, which sponsors did we miss? We did not talk about Sheath Underwear. How do we not talk about Sheath Underwear? Promo code 20% off. MMA-HOLES is the code for the best underwear in the game. I cannot tell you how much. By the way, I have some Sheath on right now. Right now, I have the green. What do I have on? Let me see. Hold on a second. I got the green. It's like Matrix. I'm probably not going to be able to see it. Oh, fucking A. Almost ripped my head off with this standing up on my cord. Look, I have the green sheath on, and I am transparent. I have transparent sheath underwear on. Let's go, champ. So Sheath Underwear, if you want to wear underwear that the Mystical Moss wears, if you want to wear underwear that's the most comfortable underwear in the fucking world, go to Sheath. Link in the description down below, and we got 20% off for you. The holidays are coming. Let's go. Get the gifts for the family. Make them feel comfortable. And like I said, it's a novelty, too, because it has the pouch in the front. This new technology where you can put your package in there, separate everything. You know, because you don't want your balls all sweating all over the place. So try it out or give it as a gag. Have a little fun with it. Say MMA-Holes wear this underwear. 20% off code MMA-HOLES. You will not go back to normal underwear. Head Rush! Head Rush, Head Rush. Shout out to Head Rush over here. Look at this stuff over here. Now, you know what? Let me give them the props that they deserve. Let's go to Head Rush's website, because I've been showing you these old ass. They should give us more. Here we go. So in our description down below, there's Head Rush Canada, and there's the US one too as well. 2 links are in the description, but just check this shit out, man. If you're one, I mean, chances are you're not a lady, but the ladies' clothes are pretty fucking hot. Like, they're pretty sexy. If you're a guy, you got some fucking cool ass hats, cool ass all stuff over here. You got the men's. I'll show you some of the men's stuff. What do you want to see? What do you want to see? You want to see some of this shit? Yo, you look like you're straight out of Sons of Anarchy here, as you're wearing some badass shit. You got the pants, you got the hoodies, you got all cool stuff over here, all crazy designs. You got the bathing suits. Sold out. What the fuck? This shit looks like a Metallica shirt over here. So check out Head Rush. It's premium clothing, so you're going to need our promo code MMA-HOLES for 20% off. You got the camo stuff here. You got a little bit of everything. Head Rush, link in the description. And if you'd like to watch the UFC event this weekend, 282. That's right, another pay-per-view coming our way. If you're going to order the pay-per-view, do me a favor. Use it through our link. Order the pay-per-view through our link. We get a little commission. If you're not, don't worry, I got you. I'll be telling you what's going on. But if you are, I ask you please, because there's some times where people are just like, oh, I ordered it, I forgot. Use the link in the description. It helps out the MMA Holes. If you're going to watch any of the UFC's content, fight nights, pay-per-views, whatever. Link in the description down below. Dun, 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 dun. Let's look at UFC 282 and then open up the phone lines. So like we said before, let's see. Ponzi is off. Well, not off the card. They have him off here. But Ponzinibbio needs a new dance partner. Robbie Lawler's off the card. So you have Jan Błachowicz versus Magomed Ankalaev. You got Paddy Pimblett versus Jared Gordon. I mean, this is kind of wild that this is your co-main event. I got to be honest with you. Like, other than Paddy's name power, this shouldn't be the main event, the co-main event, but I get it. He's such a fucking star. They're trying to push him so much. This is the quickest. This is legit the quickest they pushed up a star in the UFC. Name another guy. He's 27 years old. He has 3 UFC fights. He has 3... Think about this. 3 UFC fights. In his 4th UFC fight, he's a co-main event on a pay-per-view. That's like, honestly, we've never seen this before. Fourth UFC fight, he's the co-main event on a pay-per-view against Jared Gordon. Now listen, Jared's a badass. He's a fun guy. He's got a great story from New York. But he has no business being the co-main event. No business. But that's Paddy Pimblett, 27 years old, doing this from the UK. And he would have been in the UFC earlier, but he turned it down. He says he wanted more experience and whatever. Comes in and just hit the ground running. So they gave him a fight that's very winnable. I honestly be surprised if Jared wins this fight. But let's see, Paddy. Jared's a plus 200. So it's not even like he's like a massive super duper underdog here. I mean, plus 200 is decent, but you can still throw a bet on Paddy and be fine. Darren Till versus Duplessis. Rest in peace, Till. Bryce Mitchell versus Ilya Topuria. Wow. That's all I got to say is wow. So I guess, yeah, so this is the main card. So Ponzi, they're going to find him an opponent. I guess he's going to be back on this thing. I wonder where they're going to slip Ponzi when he has his opponent. You got Biggie Boy Rosenstrike versus Chris Daukaus. You got Jay Perrin versus the youngster. Wow, they pushed him up the card. This kid's only 18. 6-0. Is this his spot on the card? Hold on a second. Let me see. There's no way. They have him that high. They have him that much further up than Chris Curtis. Wow. Dude. On the regular prelims, you got Chris Curtis and Joaquin Buckley opening up the card. I mean, what a fight to open up the prelims. Not the pre-prelims, the regular prelims. Billy Quarantillo on the pre-prelims. That's how stacked this card is. Yeah, this card's yoked. St. Preux on the pre-prelims. I mean, St. Preux, give or take what he's still hanging in there. Damn, man. You got Shabazian trying to get something going here against Dalcha Lungiambula. I got to be honest, Dalcha's not that young, so this is going to be a tough one to pick. And he's getting plus 250 the way Edmonds looked lately. I wouldn't be surprised if people jump on Lungiambula. But Raul Rosas Jr., it just nuts. Just absolutely nuts. Raul Rosas Jr., he's the second to top fight. 18 years old, making his UFC debut. 18! Is he 18 or 17? Hold on, let me just double check. He might even be 17, for God's sakes. I think he was 17 in the Contender Series. He might be 18 now. Let's see. Wrong card. Head rush. Where are you at? Man, there's so many stories on this. All right, they have him 18 now? Yeah, he's 18. So he was 17 on the Contender Series. He turned 18. Dude, nuts. And his first fight is on the pay-per-view. Almost on the main card. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Some real interesting stories on this card. So, listen, we got a lot to talk about. Let's open up the phone lines. It is a Monday night. Did you hit the like button? We hit 100 likes. Let's go. We hit 100 likes. It was a voyage. Let's go. Let's go, champ.
Wonderful.
Hey, you guys donated. You guys hit the like button. Let's take some phone calls. If you'd like to call the show, use our Discord. It's in the description. Discord. Where is it? Where's my Discord thing? Did I take it out? Anyway. There's a link down below in our link tree. Discord is what it is. You jump in there, you hop in our Discord completely free. And the reason why we do this, one, the phone quality, the calls are way better than the damn cell phone service. Like, I don't know. It's just for some reason it works better than regular phone calls. Two, we can talk to people from all over the world, which most shows you can't do that. But on Discord, you can do that. So I like that. So basically, you look for once you're in the Discord, and I'll show you here. Once you're in our Discord, okay, here it is. You find the funny guy with the rabbit ears. This is our Discord server. The people are dropping stuff in here now. You'll pop up on the side. I'll take your call. Just look for our icon. We have the MMA-Holes icon. So if you look at... Okay, hold on a second. Here we go. Where is it at? Where is it at? Anyway, just look for the MMA-Holes icon. Yeah, I'll type in here. I'll type in here. I'll just say call us. Call us. All right. So you just find this, you right click it, you hit call, bang, you're in. It's that simple. You just right click the icon, call us. We'll get everyone in the queue. All righty. Let's do it. Okay, so I see Mr. Sonosi. Let's take Sanosi really quick. Here we go. All right, Sanosi, you there, bud? Notifications.
I'm the best.
There he is. Sanosi, how you doing? How you doing?
Wonderful, wonderful.
Nice. All right, so what's on your mind?
Well, first, the whole thing with Sergey right now. I was looking at some shit up of this guy. This guy is very scary.
All right, tell me how scary this man is. Sergei Pavlovich.
Not only is he really, he seems like a decent Greco-Roman wrestler. He does have combat sambo experience. He actually has more reach than Francis somehow.
Very interesting. Are you trying to imply he has extra large, long reach for a white guy? Is that what you're saying? 84 inches?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Long reach for a white dude. But no, I mean, his last loss was against Elverving, someone who was probably the best striker in the heavyweight division at the time. So the fact that that's his only loss says a lot about the competition he has upcoming, really.
Yeah, he seems like he's getting better and better. He is scary. So are you saying lock this guy up? He's a champ?
Oh, with his age and everything else, I could see him doing it.
Okay. There you go. So
I think honestly, just look at, one, I think Stipe should be removed from the ranking. He hasn't fought since March of last year.
Yeah.
Free up this division.
Well, heavyweight's a weird one. They're starting to get some talent in there. It's making it more interesting. But, Stipe has done so much. And he's a good guy. He's a family guy. It probably would look bad if they just yanked him off. So they're just probably having him sit there for now. No one's really complaining.
They only got so long to do that. Anyway, that was with him, though. With Ponzi, I think for his fight, I was just thinking of someone in my head. I don't know why he was popping in my head. Brian Battle, if he's available.
Brian Battle, yeah. I mean, geez, that's a young prospect. You'd like to throw Battle at him if he's available? Here's the thing. There's no shortage of guys available for Ponzinibbio. I think what it comes down to is Ponzi going to take the fight? There are so many people throwing their names in the hat. Ponzi's probably like, give me the right guy.
Someone of name value, basically. I mean,
yeah, you fight Battle.
Name value.
Yeah, you fight Battle like he's a prospect. He looks good, but you have more to lose than win fighting that guy.
There's not really much to really offer him. Well, let me look at welterweights real quick. There's Chiesa if you want to kill him off, but like I said, there's not that many people. I mean, Ferguson just got beaten up. What about Jim Miller? Isn't he coming up?
Jim Miller's a lightweight.
He does welterweight fights too.
So you're saying have him go? I mean, I don't think they're going to do that. I don't know.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm just throwing out there. Matt.
I say Randy
Sorry,
Brown.
I was thinking Matt Brown.
I say
Matt
Randy
Brown. I just thought of.
Yeah, Randy Brown. I think Rude Boy. I say why not? But here's the problem. He's not ranked, and I would understand why he would turn that down. Like I'm not saying Randy Brown. I'm saying Matt Brown. If you want a name value. No, I was saying
still
Randy
in the UFC.
Yeah. Well, I mean, first of all, will Matt Brown be able to make weight? He's getting older in age. Would he be able to hit the weight in a week's notice? And isn't he fighting? I think he's fighting an injury off. I'm almost positive he's fighting off an injury.
I'll look that up.
Yeah,
I'm just thinking of names. There's not that many people. I mean, if you want to kill someone off, put Michael Jackson in there. I'm joking, obviously.
Mike Jackson, the Snow Roach?
Yeah, just have him get KO'd.
Yeah.
That'll raise the pay-per-view value. The event.
Yeah, let's do that. We can't even make the fight because, like I said, so many people are throwing their names in the hat. It comes down to, is Ponzinibbio down to take the fight?
There's another person who doesn't have a fight right now that's still at booking. St. Preux is supposed to fight on that card too.
He is fighting on the card.
Did he get an opponent finally? Because I don't think they found him somebody.
Oh shit! Hold on. Did they? Hold on a second. Let me double check. I could have sworn I saw him there.
I don't see him on the thing unless they changed that recently.
Antonio Tricoli. Oh wait, hold on.
They did.
Hold on,
no, you're right.
Hold on, I just refreshed it. No, they don't. Nope. Yeah, so they have him on the UFC website. Yeah, I guess he doesn't.
Damn.
Oh, that sucks.
Wait,
hold on.
What? You know what? Just have St. Preux starve himself to death. Put Ponzi versus St. Preux. There you go.
This UFC website is so bad. Like it's ridiculously bad. It's so out of date. Some of their stats are wrong. Like it's bonkers that they can't. This is their company. You would think that everything would be up to date. We have to go to an outside website to get the actual accurate information. You don't get the accurate information from the UFC. This is a massive blunder.
I don't know how the Wikipedia I could find more information faster than I could find on their own site.
Yeah, it's bad. They don't even have. They're like Raul Rosas Jr., the young Mexican prospect. They didn't even have a picture for the kid. Like, are you kidding me? Like, you kidding me?
Terrible. A $1 billion industry, and you can't get pictures for every fighter.
Yeah,
I can understand on certain sites like Tapology, maybe not, but it's like usually Tapology can find most pictures of most fighters. Like, just steal from them, give them a little bit of proceeds or something. It's like, here, I need a picture real quick. Give me something.
It's nuts.
There you go.
That's so nuts. They don't take pictures for the Contender Series anymore, so they can't slide in one of those black and white pictures. But it's just, like, come on, what are we doing? Give me something. Take a fucking selfie. Throw his head there. Give me something. I'd rather have something rather than nothing. Just give me something to put there, just for the time being, until you get a fucking nice fancy picture. Then that's it. But how do you not have their picture on there? How do you have fighters that aren't on the card? I mean, that it got pulled because of injuries on the card. Like, it's just silly. Like, here, they have Robbie Lawler versus Santiago Ponzinibbio. You click on it. Let's see what happens. Nothing happens. Okay, so
nope.
So you click on it, nothing happens, but it's still there.
So I'm just gonna lead off on one thing. I think Ankalaev is gonna kill Jan. I think he's just gonna submit him on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Probably second round.
Okay. Oh, so you're saying finish? Like it.
I'm saying he's gonna finish him. I think he wants to prove a point
for
that belt. I don't think he just wants to coast it for a boring decision. I think he's on the main card. He's on the very top of the list. He has all the reasons in the world to show off this fight, let it all loose. I mean, he's going against a very old man in Jan. I'm not saying to underestimate him, but come on.
Yeah,
you saw what Glover did to him.
If Ankalaev gets a finish in this fight, he got to finish the last one, but the guy got hurt. But if he gets a finish in this fight, this short notice, he beats a former champion here, that's massive. If it goes a decision again, it's like, oh, damn, bro. Like, there's so many decisions with this guy. He's a smart dude, smart fighter. Doesn't really take unnecessary chances. But I would love to see him smoke Jan. That'd be crazy.
That's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah. Okay. All right, Sanosi. Thanks for the call.
Yep, see you in 2 weeks, the finale.
Okay, man. There he is, the high score king calling into the show. Look at that. The high score king. What do you think about this website, man? Like, what's going on? That's so weird. How do you not, like, how could you, it's your company, like the UFC. It's like an one-stop shop. You want your MMA, you go to the UFC. You want the best of the best. You go to the UFC, the Octagon, the Bruce Buffer, the Joe Rogan. You go to their website, they don't have all the information. Silly. Or they have misinformation. Like, apparently Robbie Lawler is still on the card. So they have TJ Dillashaw should have been pulled from the rankings, right? He's probably still here because they didn't update this. Nope, I don't see him. Okay, so at least he was pulled off of here. Okay. That's good. They got that right. It's weird. All right, who else do we have on the line? Let's see. What do we got here? Johnny Walker, you here?
What's up, brother?
How you doing, bud?
Oh, nothing much. I just heard you saying you hope Ankalaev smokes Jan Błachowicz?
Yeah, I want another neckbeard. My people.
How dare ye? No, Jan Błachowicz, we're pulling for him.
Yeah? Well, I understand
he's a fellow ginger, just like you. He's a ginger.
Yeah, listen, nice guy, good champion, good story, family man, Polak. I get it. But at the same time, I don't know. I want someone different. Yuri's gonna hopefully. I mean, I hope Yuri takes it back or Glover takes it back anyway. But so you're saying, do you want Błachowicz to win, or do you think Błachowicz is gonna win, or both?
Both.
Both.
I got full confidence. I got 100% confidence in the poll.
Well, considering that most people are afraid of Ankalaev to fight him short notice, Jan Błachowicz didn't give a fuck. He said, let's go.
I mean, Rakic, who was signing up to fight Rakic? Jan Błachowicz was first in line.
Yeah,
Rakic
you're right.
was on a roll.
It's true. It is true. Listen, there's no doubt that Jan's a badass. There's no doubt about that.
I mean, you remember Jan, he signed up to fight Dominic Reyes. When Dominic Reyes, everyone was saying beat John Jones. He was first to get line to fight him, so Jan isn't afraid of nobody.
Mm-hmm.
He steps in there against any and all, so I'm looking forward to that. Let's talk about Wonder Bread.
Yeah. Okay.
You were pulling from, didn't you do a meetup with him, do a photo shoot or something?
Yeah, Gotham Magazine. I was the video guy for it, and we got to interview him and stuff. He's a cool dude.
Is that why you're pulling for him, or are you just...
No, I thought he was going to win. Why, you thought Holland was going to win?
I thought it might have been past this time. I thought it's finally catching up to him, but I think it's just the matchups. You got to put him in there with strikers. You can't hang with the wrestlers.
Yeah, listen, when you see him against a high-level grappler, you see what's happening. Now, before, he kind of held his own. Not anymore. These guys are they're just too much.
Even in some of those positions, like, you would just, like, fall down. Like, you'd be, like, these weird positions, and all of a sudden just be on his back. Like, it happened a couple times where Holland even tried to take him down. He just end up on his back somehow. But yeah, I don't know how I feel about this. I'll just stick him in there with strikers. It's like, I get that. I like the way the fighting that comes out of it. It's always an exciting fight, but at the same time, like, dude, are you trying to be a champion? You got to fight the wrestlers. I just don't know how they're going to balance that. You know what I mean?
Well, here's how it works out for Wonderboy. Everyone ahead of him beats him, right, at welterweight. So what Wonderboy's got to do, he's got to stay active and be, like, they have to remember him. So he's got to fight, like, name guys, somehow have, like, fight of the night, fight of the year candidates. And then when all the welterweights clean each other out, because it seems like that's, like, a reoccurring thing, the welterweight champ cleans out the welterweights. Somehow Stephen Thompson will be sitting there 5 or 6 and will be able to swoop in because everyone already fought each other. That's the only way he's going to get to the title. Because right now he's not beating Kamaru, he's not beating Colby, he's not beating Chimaev, he's not beating Bilal or Burns.
Yeah, that's it. He's in exciting fights. In the twilight of his career, put him in there with exciting fights. And no problem. I got no problem with that. But how about this Russian, this scary Russian? I want to see him against Blades. That's the fight I want to see. I want to see what happens with this takedown defense, because that was the last time he lost. He got taken down. He got ground and pounded. His last 2 fights were against strikers.
Hold on.
He destroyed them.
Hold that thought here. Sinosi's coming in real quick.
Forgot to add. Only way Wonderboy gets a title shot. It's a short notice fight in my opinion if someone is injured. Majority won't risk it in the top 5 as they cling to their rank.
Yeah, if you're hanging around 5 or 6 in a division, you can get a lucky break. You stay ready, you could get a lucky break, and you could slide right in for a title shot. So I think that's Wonderboy's plan. Stay active enough to be relevant. Hang around the 5 or 6 spot. Beat guys you're supposed to beat, and then hopefully you get the call. Thank you, Sinosi. Back to Kevin.
The thing about this is, you remember Curtis Blades? He's coming off a win over Hype Job number 2, Tom Aspinall. He's coming off a win over him, so we can't throw him to the side. Everybody was saying Tom Aspinall, he's the future of the division. He's next up, and all of a sudden, Curtis Blades gets him out of there in 30 seconds.
Well, I mean, listen,
how it happened.
all right, I'm going to play. Yeah, I'm with you. I think Blades is very good. I think a lot of people kind of shit on him because of the Ngannou experience, but and Derek Lewis experience. But yeah, technically on paper he beat Aspinall. But let's be serious. If Aspinall did not get hurt there, I mean, he had a solid shot of beating Blades. Like, Aspinall legit had a solid shot. The dude is tough, man.
He's good, but he came charging in with his chin up in the air. And just, I don't know. It was too short of a fight to know, but at the end of the day, he lost. Couldn't continue. So I think Curtis Blades versus the Russian for number 1 contender status.
I don't hate it.
That's it.
Yeah. All right,
thanks,
Kevin.
It right there, well.
Get out of here. I don't disagree. I like it. I like Blades, Aspinall. I mean, Blades versus Pavlovich. Yeah, I like it. That's a good fight. Curtis is going to try to slide in. Like, if Ngannou can't fight Jones, Curtis is fighting him. Curtis will fight John Jones for the heavyweight title. For some reason, they're not speaking Gon's name, and I'm happy about that. I wouldn't mind seeing Curtis Blades versus John Jones. I wouldn't mind seeing it. I don't know. But then again, Cyril Gane versus John Jones. That's pretty wild. That's a tough fight for John. Cyril Gane, John Jones. But I would like to see Curtis get the shot. He seems like such a sweetheart. He reminds me of Michael Clark Duncan in The Green Mile. I feel like he's such a gentle giant, Curtis Blades. So let me know what you think about Curtis. Let's see who else we got here. We got 2 Joints calling in. Mr. Joints, you there?
Chris, how are you doing, brother?
I'm doing wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful, wonderful.
That's awesome. Big shout out to KFC. They're giving us a call when he's in the fucking Shake Shack restaurant full of people and he's calling us. Did you hear all those people in the background, man?
Yeah, he's a very busy man.
I thought I heard somebody say extra fucking animal sauce, and I thought, oh, that's KFC for sure. Fucking Burger Shack, calling the best show on the fucking internet.
Yeah, he's on the move.
Right on. Hey, well, congratulations on being a dad again, coming up here.
Yeah,
we haven't chatted since you kind of made Jesse pregnant again. So just congratulations, Moss.
It's amazing I can still get it up, right? I mean, let alone impregnate someone.
Oh, fuck that. Oh fuck, Moss! I'm like 3 years older than you, man, and I wake up every morning and like, I mean, everything's fucking there, right? You know, we're still young, Moss. Don't be so hard on us, but
yes,
yeah, the fights were pretty good. I mean, I was a little disappointed to see Holland shit the bed again, but I mean, you can't expect too much after getting destroyed by fucking KHAMZAT. I think that just kind of ruined him a bit. I mean, but you have to give credit to Thompson because he's a top-notch fighter, right? So, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Holland could have won that fight if he wanted to. He could have. I mean, he really could have. If he stuck to a game plan, he could have won. He could have grinded out on Wonderboy. He had successful takedowns at the end when he had a broken hand. When he dropped Wonderboy, Wonderboy slipped, whatever it was, I mean, he could have pounced on top of him. He let Wonderboy come back up. He could have jumped on. It's not like Wonderboy is super dangerous on the ground. He could have jumped on him, used that bigger size, and laid on him. You know, he had opportunities. He could have done it.
You got to give Holland credit too, like fighting with a broken hand like that. I mean, holy shit, like probably fucking 97% of us would probably just not do so great after that. But I mean, give him credit, he tried, but that's the way she goes. I'm still laughing when you showed the scorecard, the names of some of the judges there in the Holland fight there, fucking Eric Colin and Derek Clearly. I mean, you'd have to admit those are different names, right? I mean, holy shit. Having Colin for a last name must have been fun growing up in high school. Holy shit, like it's.
There he is, yeah.
That's awesome. So Moss, just a quick word on the Rangers here. I guess 3 weeks ago you guys traded away the NHL heavyweight champion to Minnesota. I'm not sure who the Rangers got in return. Oh no shit, they traded Reeves, which is a huge mistake because Pittsburgh used to have Reeves back in the day. And nobody would fuck around with Crosby or Malkin or anything like that. You know what I mean? And then they traded him, and then they sort of haven't won a cup yet. You really do have to have that bit of toughness. And I mean,
he was literally the heart and soul of the locker room. So
he was, and he's only Moss. He's only 34 years old. Like back in the day, like I watch hockey fights all the fucking time, and all these guys were, a little over 40, but they were still tough as nails, man.
Yeah.
I just think it was a big mistake, but also. I watched, you guys have a defenseman, Trouba, he used to play for Winnipeg. He fucking elbowed this guy right in the side of the head. He's probably going to get 4 or 5 games. I'd be surprised if he doesn't. It was just a vicious hit. Like a guy cuts across the middle of the ice, right? And Trouba steps up and just fucking blam, flats lines. And it was just unbelievable. But holy shit. Yeah, I don't know how good your Rangers are doing this year.
Not that great. They've been up and down.
Well, I'll tell you what, New Jersey and Buffalo were on my fucking prospect list, man. Like even Buffalo, they fucking handled a couple of top-notch teams here the other day, and they're young and they're fast, and I mean it isn't UFC, but I mean it's sure a nice mix of balance. You know what I mean? Like a lot of hockey fights and then little UFC.
I love hockey. I do. I have been slacking a little bit because of the Rangers have been driving me nuts, so I've been taking a break. But the Devils, like you said, look very good. The Devils are they're a solid squad for sure.
You bet. Just a short call, Moss, but I'm just really glad you got through that fast and everything. I think the next thing you should be fasting from is a fucking Lamisil. Hey man, if your foot smells a little funny, that's fine. Tell Jessie to deal with it. She's a woman, right? But you got to quit mixing your shit here, bro. CBDX call.
Yeah, I know. Tell me that.
Okay, good call, Chris. Let somebody else in, buddy.
Thank you. 2 joints coming in. Look at that. Thank you, Sue. 2 joints. I had an experience. I had a high experience that I'm just ashamed of. I told the story earlier. And it's not smelly foot. Let me just make that clear. It's not that I have a fungus smell. It's I have this discoloring on one of my nails that's driving me nuts. I'm like, it's not going anywhere. I've tried everything. I took double the dose by accident, cold poison control. Go back in the stream, timestamp it. You could hear my ridiculous story. Don't get high. Just don't do it. Or you'll be like me. And a complete goofball. But I gotta be honest, I love CBDX. Probably the worst sponsor we could have. Okay, here we go. Let's see what we got. I saw, let's see, is he still here? I'll try him back. I saw Mr. Savage. Mr. Savage. Oh, it's the weed, man. I'm a whole different person on weed. Whole different person.
Yo.
Hey, Savage, how you doing?
I'm good. So how was the fast?
So, a lot of people were shocked that I did a 24-hour fast. It wasn't that bad. On like the 8th hour, you wanted to murder somebody. But I noticed exercise and a lot of water. And I was putting the Christmas lights up, so I was just trying to keep myself busy. My mind busy. But there were some moments where I wanted to jump off a bridge.
Yeah, I don't know how people can do like 3 to 7 days. That shit. Fuck that.
Have you ever done it before?
Yes, a couple of times. Just 24 hours.
Yeah, they keep saying like the most important part is when you break the fast to not have anything horrible. Just have like, a light, small, healthy meal. I just did like 3 eggs. That's it. I just did 3 eggs and said, okay. And then lunch, I had a nice salad. And then at dinner, I just went fucking nuts. Just had a bowl of pasta like a fucking idiot. I probably shouldn't have done that. But yeah, that's what they say. That just making sure you're getting back on track and introduce your body with healthy foods. I don't think pasta at night's probably the good idea. But 3 days. You've done 3 days. Kainoto's done 3 days. God, I don't know how the fuck you did that. So how long did you do it, Savage?
I just did 24 hours.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Like that's as far as I'll go right now. Jesse thought I was nuts. But I survived. I did feel kind of good, though. Like, I didn't feel terrible. I thought, juice and water? Oh, okay. Yeah, I just did water. I did, like, a little coffee, too. They said you could have coffee or tea. I did, like, decaf coffee. But did you have any water with your fast? What did you have with your fast? Do you have anything?
Yeah, water, Arizona green tea, and coffee.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they say as long as it doesn't have any, like, extra sugar and all that bullshit in it, Gatorade and water, you might as well just not fast. You might as well not. It's all sugar. Yeah, I would do that. But yeah, Gatorade is like, not for nothing. I thought Gatorade was like the healthiest thing. When I played hockey, I had these jugs of Gatorade. I didn't realize I was literally putting an IV of sugar into my fucking body. Did you know that, Savage, how bad Gatorade is for you?
I was just watching something the other day. There's some ingredient in there that's like really not good for you.
Yeah.
What it was.
Yeah, I bet a lot of people don't know. The people think because Michael Jordan used Gatorade, it's fucking healthy. It's literally sugar. That's all it is. But anyway, what else we got here, Mr. Savage?
I don't know, but goddamn, dude, I hope matchmakers fucking took note. Fucking like these old like striker dudes, stop putting them against the fucking young grapplers. Just stop doing that shit. We'll get some fucking bangers like we got on Saturday night.
Yeah. Yeah, this card, man. No, I think some of their plans failed, when it came to knocking off some of the old dudes. But regardless, yeah, this card was just straight fire. Really, probably best fight night of the year. Really, really solid. Had a lot of fun with this thing. We had a little low. Not much of a low, though. Like you had those 3 decisions, but at least with the decisions, you had upsets. So that's kind of cool, with the Johnson and Guida fight, Angela Hill upset. So
it was a good card. I mean, Michael Johnson's pretty much the only OG I picked.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking go pick against all the other fucking older guys.
Yeah, Michael Johnson's a solid pick. I kind of kicked myself in the ass for not going in his direction because DeCasey's one of those guys, like his only plan that works is the takedown now. And if Michael Johnson's got great takedown defense, so, there it is. DeCasey's not going to win unless he catches him on one of those crazy spinning, whimsical strikes that he throws, which he's not. He's not going to win that fight. So that's a solid pick.
It's kind of a one-hit wonder.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird, man. But he's still young too, right? How old is he? He's still only 29. This kid's got to... I tell you what, man. If you could stop with the nonsense and all this crazy shit and just kind of pull it together a little bit better, stop talking to his opponent and laughing and shaking his finger, no. Like he should... if he could tighten all that bullshit up, he's very talented. Look who he lost to. He lost to Alves, Fiziev, and Michael Johnson, right? Not the worst, especially Fiziev. Has hack pressed, Hooker, Drakkar Klose. He didn't lose to like terrible guys. And these losses are decisions. Or he got choked by Hooker. Shit, I forgot about that. 2017. Do you remember that fight?
Hooker? No, I don't remember that one.
Me neither. I don't like. Is this like some sort of Mandela effect or something? When did this happen? I don't know. 2017. We were live for this. DeCasey versus Hooker. What card is this on? Let's see. Cyborg versus Holm. Yeah, we definitely reacted to this. Damn, dude, I don't remember that. One's in the chat if you remember this fight. I remember the card, but I don't remember the fight. I remember the card actually. Oh, yeah, Khabib versus Barbo. Could you believe this? Like Khabib being in the co-main event, it just looks weird right now. Hooker was 3 from the top. That's crazy. Dude, that's insane. Look at this. This goes to show you that DeCasey was a legit prospect. This was UFC 219. The third fight from the top, DeCasey was on it. He was 29, so this is 2017. Do the math here, Savage. Was that 24, 25, somewhere around there? 24, 25?
I don't even know if I was with you guys for this card. I think I was still with Ted Check.
Yeah. Look at this.
Back and forth.
Holy cow. Wow, you talk about weird pay-per-views. This one here. Miles Johns.
I remember picking Khabib and Barbosa pretty well.
A 10. So did something must have fell off this card. This is a 10-fight pay-per-view. Something must have fallen off. There had to have been another fight that something happened. Only one title. That's a good piece of trivia. UFC, what was the original UFC 219 main event?
Go to Wikipedia usually has it.
December 30th. I kind of want to. All right, let's see. I'm going to go back to the stream. We're going to do a little history here. MMA Holes history. December 30th, UFC 219. Okay, let's see. Let's see what we look like then. All right, here we go. Go to playlists. Oh boy. I shouldn't have put him. Hold on, let's see. Let's see. Playlists. Here we go. 219. I might have to watch some of the lead ups to it and find out what that was about. Damn, my internet sucks. It's all like freezing and shit. Damn you! Oh well. I guess I'm gonna have to do it after the stream. It's not coming up. That's a bummer. All right. Well, anyway, while I'm doing this, what else you got on your mind? Shit.
Just love seeing fucking Tai Tuivasa get knocked the fuck out in the first round. That made me happy.
Oh shit! So you were down with? So you're not a Tuivasa fan?
Come on, where have you been?
I don't remember. Yeah, refresh my memory.
About his fucking alcohol abuse.
With the shoeies, you're saying?
Yeah, I don't like the shoeies. I don't like him drinking alcohol out of the shoe.
Okay. All right, fair enough. Do you not like him as a person, or is it just because of the alcohol? Well, you're not an alcohol. Are you still not drinking, or are you like a casual?
No, I haven't had drinks since I took that week off. That was what, like 2 months ago, end of September.
2 months ago, okay. Do you haven't had one drink?
Nothing.
Wow. All right, let me know in the chat if you believe him. I don't know if I believe you. I think you might have cheated once in a while. Once in a blue moon, you might have like, no one will know. No?
No, I'm kind of broke. I can't really afford to fall off, so.
Okay. All right. Well, good for you, man. That's great. That's great news. Any other vices? What up? Smoking? You still hitting the cigarettes?
No, once in a blue moon. I try, I get too close to a month and I fall off, smoke for a couple weeks and try again.
You may want to quit smoking and go back to drinking because drinking's a lot cheaper.
Yeah, but fucking drink will kill me faster.
Or just quick both. It's tough, man. It's tough. Well, yeah, listen, you can do it. I did it. It's not easy. It is not easy. But you can get off the six.
It was on fucking Thanksgiving.
What was that?
My last cigarette was on Thanksgiving.
Oh, well, that's good. So what happened? You had a nice big Thanksgiving dinner. You threw one in the lungs.
Yep.
What'd you have for dinner?
Turkey, stuffing, mac and cheese, and sweet potatoes.
There you go. That's it. That's the way. You can't go wrong, right? You can't go wrong with any of that.
No.
Good stuff. Man.
Oh, by the way, you know how Dustin Poirier's in the hospital for the staff?
Yeah.
Well, little health update. It's not staff. It's gonorrhea. This is from a reliable source.
Whoa.
An Irish source.
Is that what Conor fired? McGregor. He fired back with that?
Yeah. Conor just fucking tweeted out. That's Poirier had gonorrhea, spread it around. He's a gunner.
Oh my God. Let's see. Oh yeah, here it is. 25 minutes ago.
Damn, having a good time.
Poirier has gonorrhea. Spread it around. Ha 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 ha. He's a goner. Oh my God. Oh my God, Conor, what are we doing? This only means that there's gonna be a Bluetooth, audio thing that's gonna pop up in the near future, where he sings and shit like that. So let's keep our fingers crossed we get another gem like that.
He's got to get coked up first.
He's probably already there. This dude is just roided up, coked up, drunk, living the dream. I wonder what his life expectancy is.
Dustin said he was done.
Huh?
I thought Dustin said he was done with Conor.
Oh, no way.
Back up.
He's always backpedaled though and said he would take another fight. Of course, I mean just for the paycheck. And now that he's up 2-1. I mean, worst case scenario, they're 2-2. He gets another fucking paycheck. You know what I'm saying? Like they can go 5. So
yeah, people ain't buying into his fake charity no more. They ain't donating.
I'm gonna say this. I have a feeling Poirier Conor will have 5 fights. I'm gonna make that prediction. 4th has to happen, but I have
probably.
What's that?
Probably, but Conor's got to get the next W.
Oh, he'll get it. Oh, no, this is Royd Conor. Whole different. We have titanium shinbone Royd Conor coming back. You know what I'm saying? Here we go. Get ready for number 5.
Wonderful.
Well, fucking USADA makes him go the full 6 months. You think he can keep up that physique?
Yeah, it's true. Wait, I feel like once you have it, I feel like it's easy to maintain. Like you could maintain that. If you go off it, you could still fucking maintain it. If you stay physically, like you have the top trainers, the top dietitians, like it's there. If you just take off for a little while, that shit's just gonna become sag. But I think if you stay on, it'll be fine. No.
I think guys deflate a lot.
Maybe.
They don't take it.
I mean, you do have like Overeem who deflated, but I feel like if you have like the best dietitians in the game and you got the fucking the drive to stay in the gym and maintain that, I feel like you can. Let me know, roid heads. I'm not a roid head, so I don't know. But any roid heads in the chat, can you still maintain it if you stay hardcore?
I think you got to cycle like at least once a year to maintain it.
Well, yeah, just keep on just going out of the testing pool and just reset, So
that's another thing. That's going to become a fucking thing now. Fighters are just going to be like, oh, I retired, and go on their fucking year roid and be like, okay, I'm back.
Do you think that TJ's doing that? Do you think his retirement is get on the juice again?
Well, also, I mean, he said he wants to spend some time with his family and shit and heal his fucking shoulder and probably doesn't want each other showing up.
Someone's got to make the meme. Someone's got to make the meme of TJ actually saying he wants to spend time with his family, and then it cuts to TJ with like a family of needles around him. They got to fucking make that meme. It needs to happen.
I posted in the Discord meme the fucking TJ copying off Conor McGregor's. You saw their fucking sheet.
Hold on, let me pull
fucking
it up.
Mr. Bean shit.
Let's see. Meme department. Let's see what that Savage got on here. No, here it is. Yeah, that's actually pretty funny. Hold on, let's put it up over here. TJ copying Conor's homework over there. Very nice. Oh my God, that's funny. That's pretty funny. Oh my God, look, I didn't see his Pat Barry one. Jesus Christ. Dude, what the fuck? Oh, that's terrible. Who made that? I think Sinosi's on Reddit too much. We got to get Sinosi off of Reddit. I think he's finding these things. Oh, yeah, Real Fight. Love this guy over here. This guy's fucking awesome. Real Fight Talk. That guy's awesome. I like that kid. He's a cool dude. Anyway, what else you got?
What did I know? God damn it, I had something else. Oh, yeah, Conor's going after Nate, too. Nate said something. He's like, I'm still going to fight you.
Oh, really? What did Nate say?
Yeah, I have it thrown up in the Discord. When they fighting, put it up.
Yeah, I feel like that's inevitable. I feel like Poirier 4 is going to happen. Diaz 3 is going to happen. He's just going to run it. Maybe Aldo will come out of retirement. Aldo 2. I don't know. What do you think? Do you think Conor's coming back? Yes or no?
Oh, he's definitely coming back for at least one.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, at least one fight. 100%. Now, if he fucking gets smoked in another return, I mean, then it's time to say goodbye, right?
Yeah. Okay, breaking news. Alex Morono stepping in for Robbie Lawler to fight Ponzinibbio.
What? See, this is, yeah. See, yeah. So Ponzi wanted a fight that he's going to win. Who broke that?
Junkie. On their Twitter right now.
Breaking news. Let's see. I need a breaking news song. Maybe I'll work on that after the stream. Let's see. Yeah. No, it's off. Jesse's trying to walk by the other camera. Let's see. MMA Junkie. Morono. I mean, he's not a... It's just a very winnable fight.
Never know. We'll see.
MMA Junkie. Here we go. Morono. Damn, there's so many better options. Hey, here it is. Oh, man. I mean, listen. Fuck. Let me just... Oh, God. Like, Morono knows how to win fights, but I just feel like... Ponzi picked the best matchup for him.
Yeah, most likely. I mean, 5 days notice.
Yeah. See, Morono, let's see. He last lost was to Anthony Pettis in 2020. He beat Cerrone, Zawada, Mickey Gall, and Semmelsberger. Yeah. It just looks good, right? So he's on a 4-fight win streak, but Ponzi is clearly ahead of the game here. Yeah, so he can say, oh, I beat a guy on a 4-fight win streak. But, man, imagine Morono wins. Does anyone think Morono's going to win this fight? I don't think so.
I mean, who pawned you last fight? What's his last win?
Here, I'll pull it up. I don't even remember how to spell his name. Pons Inibio. 28-6 and ooh. So he lost to Pereira, lost to Jeff Neal, beat Baeza, lost to Lee. Like, look at the competition compared to who Morono was fighting. And these are split decisions. He got knocked out by Lee. But, yeah, I feel like all these guys would destroy fucking Morono. Beat Neil Magny, beat Gunner, although that was an eye poke. You know, I tell you what, though. Now I'm scrolling back. He beat Sean Strickland when he was in welterweight. But still, Court McGee, Zach Cummings, Norton Talib was a pretty decent fighter back in the day. Yeah, he beat some like solid guys. Mike Perry, the GOAT. Yeah. I think Ponzi all day. We shall see.
I'm going to say upset.
What's that?
I'm going to say upset.
You say Morono? Really?
Yeah, Ponzi's coming up a couple losses there. He might not be all their mentality shit. And Morono's had a win streak. I'm going to say he catches him.
That Pereira fight was very close, though, wasn't it? That could have went either way, if I'm not mistaken. What was it, a split decision? Yeah, let me see. Yeah, split decision. Yeah, I remember that being fairly close. Jeff Neal was a split decision. So, I mean, all right. Well, see, some people think Morono's going to win. Does anyone else think Morono's going to win? I don't think Morono's going to win. I don't, but I guess crazier things have happened, right?
I'm usually wrong, so.
If you're going to fight, oh no, why don't you fight? Why'd he turn down? I kind of want to know if Randy Brown, if that was even in play. All right, here, I'm going to put a tweet out.
He probably wants too much money.
Let's see.
We're on the cheap.
Yeah, let's see. Okay, hold on. Where the fuck is at Randy? Where are you, Randy? Rude boy. Where's Randy Brown? Here, guys, hit the like on this. Where the fuck is Randy Brown? Where's Touch and Go? All right. I would have rather seen that fight. But I guess, yeah, you got Morono on a 4-fight win streak. It just looks better if you beat him. I guess that's what it is. Some people believe in Morono in the chat. Okay. All right. Well, he's back on the card. Nice job breaking the news.
Okay. That's pretty much all we got. So that's someone else calling.
All right, Mrs. Savage. Have a good night. Okay. All right, so there you go. Breaking news. Ponzinibbio's fighting Alex Morono. Listen, he's a decent fighter. He can grapple. He could stand. He could basically nullify a lot of situations. But I don't know. I just feel like that's a pretty good matchup for Ponzinibbio. Maybe I'm crazy. Randy is cycling. You heard it here first, folks. Future champion. Like number 125. Thank you, Galactus, for the like. Appreciate that. All right, guys. Well, let me know in the comment section down below who wins, Ponzinibbio or Alex Morono. Let me know down below. Let me know on any of the topics that we spoke about tonight. I want to hear your voice in the comment section down here. Smash the like button if you're watching the replay or if you haven't liked it yet. Got Buck28. Thank you so much for the likes. We are 11 subscribers away from 70,900. Let's go, baby. 11 away. Very exciting.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Very, very exciting. So thank you to the people who subscribe to the channel. Appreciate that. Always a pleasure hanging here. Thank you to the donators. Thank you to our sponsors. Thank you to Julian Lane for coming back on the show. Thank you very much. Always good to see you. And we might have Cody Durden on Wednesday. Might have that. I want to reach out to Clay Guida to talk about his big win. And Inchukwu might come on as well. So we got some spicy things coming up. We got the Fuqua Friday finale coming down. We also have only 2 more fights. 2 more fight cards. This is very, very important. The champion will have a belt for the goat milk. There are only 2 more cards left. If my dad wins one of these 2, he's the champ. Which is kind of wild. But Goat Milk, our Pick'em League, right now, Prozac still in first place with 2 wins and 1605 with points. Now, if someone else has a win in Goat Milk, or, this would be fucking crazy, if someone runs the table and gets 2 wins at the end with more points overall, you guys are actually getting a customized belt. It all goes down to this. And this is a very important belt to win. Not only is it free, and you get a cool belt to wrap around your waist and walk around to your friends and be like, I'm the best, I'm the champ. Next year, a lot of things are going to be changing with our Pick'em League and everything. So 2023 is going to be a year of change and upgrades that we're looking to invest more into the company, into the brand, the channel, the website. A lot of things going down 2023. So being the 2022 champion is a very important one. Only 2 Goat Milk winners, and you could be the 3rd ever to actually hold on to an MMA-Holes belt. Good luck to everyone playing Goat Milk. Also, there will be a prize given out on the UFC 282 event. So even if you're not even close to winning a belt, you can still get a prize if you win UFC 282, if you come in first place. A lot of stuff to give away because that's what we do on this channel. That's what we do. We give away fantastic content. We give away our dysfunctional humor. We give away information.
Wonderful, wonderful.
How you doing, Sinosi?
Crazy in 2 weeks, last UFC fight of the year and 2 belts decided for the MMA-Holes.
That's
Let's
right.
go see you.
Sinosi is in play. And by the way, Hernandez, I hope you're feeling better, man. Hernandez is battling COVID. Everyone say prayers for Hernandez, the Hearns. But Sonosi is the high score king, and he could get one of the 2 belts that are going out this year, the first ever Fuqua Friday championship belt. And I got to say this. You never know. You just never know. December 16th is the last night of that Fuqua Friday. We're winding it down with the... actually, when is this the last fight night? Strickland versus... That's December... Wow. December 16th and December 17th are going to be fire, man. That's going to be a real fire way to end the year. 16th will be the final Fuqua Friday for the actual Fuqua Friday belt. And then the 17th, we will be able to officially crown a winner of goat milk. Very exciting stuff. Very, very exciting stuff. So stand by. No other channel does this. Just saying. No other channel does what we do over here. So consider subscribing. If not, fuck you. Don't be an a-hole. Be an MMA hole.